Welcome back to the channel. Time for some more Diablo 2. Last video we were going over the editor and some of the edited items, the hacked items, the old stuff. Well, I had a viewer message me about some characters they've edited, and they are still in a group, still in a community that still edits and uses these characters. So he messaged me. I wanted to check out some characters he's made. He gave me a few of his characters that he's made. I've have them in a folder here. These 4. I've got some short description about what they do. So we're gonna check them out. We're gonna look at the items and see how they've progressed since the items I have been made, which were a lot more basic. They were a lot older. Something that's still being made. So we'll check these out. Right. First off, let's just pull up the editor. We're just going to open these guys right in the editor. See, level 99. Got max stats. Here's the items that we have. Now on the other items, the items I was using, most of them, the contents of the item were listed. These ones are not the same. These ones are not all listed. These ones have sort of hidden little ways that they're not showing all of the things that are available on here. So if we go into an item, select it in here, it's in our picked up. Then we want to do a attribute editing. We open this window. Now we've got the item in here. You can look at all the stuff it has. We've got magic attributes. There's a couple of things. All these are empty. But if we look here in the editor, on the sidebar, the item edit, we've got picked up quilted armor. And we've got socketed in picked up. It doesn't show this. It doesn't show socketed. Well, it does show socketed at the top of the list there. It says socketed. 7 out of 8 sockets are filled. But it doesn't show the attributes from those socketed items. Right here are the things socketed in, the jewels. These jewels, now that we've selected one of these, we can copy item to picked up. Now it's over here. Now we can look at these jewels. Now it says it's an ith jewel. Ith is a rune word. It has some pretty good attributes on it too for just 1. And if we go into the editing functions of this, now it's over here in the picked up. Now we can look at its attributes on this window. Got magic. Also got rune magic. Rune magic attributes on a jewel. Right? Yeah. They have rune magic attributes. See, a bunch of these things, it'll say socketed in torso jewel. But they have rune magic jewels. That one to picked up. Different? I think it's the same. Same. So they're stacking jewels with rune magic attributes, which for some reason those aren't showing up. I'm pretty sure they're using some other manner to edit these than I'm looking at. Because you get these pretty outrageous numbers on here. Regenerate mana 3,800%, 6,900% to cold skill damage. I mean, that's pretty good numbers. That would take a while. Replenish life 429 to set that up with a standard way we would go about these. Which would just be to just tie attribute to a jewel, put it in there under standard magic. See, all the magic slots are empty. Rune magic. Rune magic is where the magic is happening now. So I like that. That's an interesting approach. At least that's what it's showing here. That's what I'm seeing here, is that all of these things are, like, even the rings, socketed 7 out of 7. We can look at the jewels inside the stuff over here. Socketed in neck jewel. Yep. Look at the stuff in that one. You can stack these up pretty good. So you can imagine if you have a jewel that's got a whole bunch of rune magic attached to it, all these rune attributes attached to it, got all these attributes tied to it, and you can put 8 in there. So in some cases, you can put more than is allowed into the items. See how they handled this. Picked up sash. I don't see anything actually socketed into it. One actually just has some abilities tied onto it. The basic replenish life 33. Magical damage reduced. It's normal numbers other than that plus to mana. Let's check this one. Yeah, it just has basic magic attributes on the belt. Only it's just the ones that are displayed. Alright. So that's neat. Okay. Tying rune magic to jewels. Editing sockets. And they're like non-visible sockets. Pretty cool. Let's see. Let's check out one of the other characters here. Let's check out Tesla. We're not gonna save this character. We're just gonna open another one. It's gonna throw me all the way back to here. Imagine these items are going to have the same style setup, where they're gonna have jewels with rune magic attached to them. So let's see what we have. Copy item into picked up. Over here. Attribute editing. Now it's over on our list. Look at it. See, this one has magic attribute editing on it. Pretty good amount of stuff. See? Got a bunch. It's not filled, but got a bunch. We go to rune magic. No rune magic. Just has standard magic attributes. War club. Just itself. The item itself. But then it also has jewels. It says socketed 7 out of 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 jewels are in it. Those jewels are this. Fairly basic. Those might be different. Back to it. Attribute editing. We can kind of see it on the side here what they have on them. It's got edited attributes in the jewel, and it's another ith jewel. So then if we look at the ith jewel, we're in our editor window, we're going to see it's got magic attributes and rune magic attributes. Actually, it looks like what they did is they put the same magic attributes as the rune attributes so that they stack. So that's interesting. That's a cool way to go about stacking, because that's kind of how these edits work. You can do a maximum level, but you can do it more than one time. You can do it 100 times. Add 50, add 50, add 50, add 50, add 50, until you have these items like this, where it's plus 127% chance through this level 60 charged bolts. So many of them. And you can just keep adding things. Plus 7,600% enhanced minimum damage. Crazy. So yeah, you can stack attributes, and the way they're stacking their attributes is within magic and rune language in the items. This is a neat way to go about it. No, I don't want to copy it. Let's open another guy. The crazy character, the experimental one. Got a list over here. Oops, I saved that. I have a parent file. All I did was move some jewels, which I don't think they're going to even show up in the inventory. I don't think they're going to be visible in the inventory. Let's open this guy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a broken inventory right there. This charm. It says 63, a bunch of 63s to an evil force. That's cool. Ridiculous percentages on these. You can see, look, they're like roughly the same. Roughly the same thing. This one has NV state just hit attached to it. Requirements down 100%. That's pretty basic. Use. And then look at these things. Socketed 6 out of 15. Get 9 sockets. 7 sockets. 15 sockets. Defensive 0. That's our. So he's level 127. Marked 127. Chilling with the Saigons. Second hand. I think it's just a normal Saigon. It is, it's just a normal Saigons. Alright, so let's look at one of these crazy items. He's also got all of these charms, which I think you can socket charms, but you can run rune attributes on them, can you? These ones just have basic magic attributes on them. There's a lot of different ones. This one, let's take a look at this one. This one interests me. Look at this, yeah. It's supposed to do monster spawns. Imp Fire, Bale Nova, Inferno, Diablo2 Fire. It was his first empty slot. So NV magic command. Yeah, non-class skill. There's different ones of these too. And these are sort of like the skills that the bosses have and stuff like that, or skills involving enemy characters, stuff like that. Spawning the skills. Diablo2. Seen that a while. This is going to be a pretty fun character. Stats on this guy are going to be ridiculous with the percentages that are on here. Items. I'm not used to using rune magic states. That wasn't a thing that I had thought of. I don't think any of my items had anything stacked magic attributes versus rune magic attributes. I don't think we did any of that stuff. Whereas this guy's stuff seems like that's one of the things that they use to add more to get that next little bit. Some of these things where they would have magic attributes on the item, blammo. Then the item is jewels with rune magic on the jewels. So that's a whole new way of going about this. So you can stack those in a whole new manner. That's interesting. That's cool. I like that. That's innovative. Obviously, that does something different than the items I have. Let's check these guys out. I'm not going to edit any of them. We're not going to mess with any of them. Save any of those changes. I messed up Tesla. So here's an unedited version of that. And I still have my shortcut to parent folder for the new game. Crap, hold on. Copy that. Copy there. The old game. Copy it there. Oh, I already had them in there. What did I do? Delete those. I want all new ones because I did load these in just to make sure these even work. We're going to delete them. Reload. That again. Edited. There we go. Now we are ready to load these guys up. Let me switch my camera modes. Now we have to go to the old style display. I still can't quite get this to run without just changing the video setting. So that goodness. Okay. All right, here we are in LOD OG. Oh, they kicked me out for some reason. There they are. There's our 4 characters we want to mess with. So, what do my notes say here? This one should be the first one. We have this one's level 9. Didn't even look at that. So this is a low-level brawler. 9 was the level cap you needed. The level cap you needed to actually do PvP. So that was one thing I ran into every now and then. I hadn't made any personally, but you would edit a character just OP as hell from level 9. So when you go into a room, you're only a level 9 character, and you want to brawl people, you want to battle people, they get a little wary sometimes because you're only level 9, or they just jump right into it because like, oh, I'm gonna take this guy out, he's only level 9, I'm gonna tear him to pieces. But this guy's probably nothing to be trifled with. We've got a golem, and from what I know, these are the golems? No. I'm gonna mess with the golem though. You can see, look, my golem. He is a golem. It's listed as golem, but he is a werewolf.
I can't fire that here.
He's got good speed, lots of castings. That was just from our golem. Got good magic find. Good old fire trail. And we're just doing smite is what we're using. See? Simple. Plain old firebolt. That's just, you know, your normal 35,000 damage for a firebolt. A pretty good character. It's interesting. Gotta take a look at these items. Now, this is interesting how some of these don't really show anything. Look, it shows nothing. This is a very meticulously done character. It doesn't show any attributes. I do have a screenshot of the attributes that are listed. But via this method, we don't see anything. Right? So, let's tab out. Get back into the hero editor. Open him up. Corruption. It's this guy, level 9. Check out that inventory. See, in the editor, I can see what these things have. It doesn't come up at all weird to me. That one has a bunch of NV states. That's neat. Run, walk, speed, chant, fanaticism, Iron Maiden, battle cry. 3 sockets by 4. Yeah, they show it. And now the rings are really interesting. So let's check those out. It says increased sockets by 8. There's no magic set to it. Right? The amulet. Ring. Hunting down the magic attributes. I don't see them in it. There's nothing on the ring. Where the attributes are. Jewels placed in the ring. In the sockets. That's where the magic's happening. And it's all rune magic in a jewel in an edited socket in an item. So is that why it doesn't show up? Guessing so. Guessing that's why we're not seeing any of that listed. The only thing we're seeing listed, see if it says it's socketed. That should be the only thing listed. It doesn't even say that. Very well done though. I like these. They're very well done. I like that editing the jewels with rune magic placed in the items. Now, looked at these items. He had a... I swear to fuck there was a shield. Guess there was not? No, that was one of the other characters. Okay. Those are the same, I do believe, where they have... Yeah, see, it says socketed 8. So let's have stuff in sockets not showing up. That's how those work. So, let's do some more stuff, because that's an interesting way to look at these characters. Death Dan is the more interesting one of these characters, though, as far as what's going on with the character. These other guys are pretty specialized, very well-built characters. Check out this one. This one has an interesting armor set. This is very, very nice. It's got listed stuff, but it's got more to it than what is just what is listed. This one relies on, see, this says 1 life. This character relies on an energy shield, a bugged out mana ball. So it's got mana regen broken. Apparently what's going on with this one. Yeah, look at the mana. Currently at 0, which sort of puts you at infinite mana. So ideally what would happen here is this character can't die. because it's using mana as a shield, and it has essentially unlimited mana. Let's see what my notes here. Say we use a Holy Freeze Aura, Glacial Blast. The mana still stays at 0. Zero health, or well, 1 health. Yeah. A neat approach too. I kind of would be interested to see what the name bar would show up like on this character with 1 life, because in the old game, Open Diablo, your name bar was also your health bar to other people in the game. So your name would be like floating above your character. Your name would be up here, and it would have, it'd be filled with red if your health bar was full. But I wonder what it would do in this scenario where this is obviously like a bugged out character who only has 1 health. So let's see what these items look like in the editor. Look at that, dude. This character does 12,000 damage on the Glacial Spike. And 3.5 mil regular damage. But if you do physical damage with this character, will it survive? Can I do physical damage? Can I get near someone enough to do physical damage? These 75 different auras doing stuff. I can hit people. Alright, let's take a look at these items in the editor. This seems like a more basic character, but I bet the items are just as complex. Just as layered as the other items. I do get a bit of a kick out of the green theme with this one. It looks cool, so that's neat. So let's tab out into the editor. Let's open. That was Immortal. Don't want to save changes. Increased sockets. Increased sockets. So we've got a basic amount of stuff that we're displaying. The shield's pretty crazy. Socketed in torso, these jewels. Some of them are slightly different. They have magic and rune magic. Stacked. Stacked attributes. Stacking them in the magic attributes and the rune magic attribute. It's a neat way to do it. Sash does not have sockets. I don't think you can socket a belt. I think the belts are non-socketable items. That's one of those things. But for some reason you can add sockets to rings. So, I mean, maybe that kind of fits with jewels, but why wouldn't you be able to put jewels on a belt? Don't know that one. See, this one doesn't have any rune magic attached to it. I guess they don't need to stack it on this. It just needed this basic set of things. What do we have? We got replenish life, whatnot. And it's a more basic item. It's a more basic, edit we have going on here. Holy Freeze, Glacial Spike, Energy Shield, Lower Resist. Other items, magic attributes. Magic attributes on the item with jewels. with rune magic. Magic and rune magic. Identical. I like that style, though. That's interesting. Alright, now that we've looked at some of the characters, we've looked at some of the items, let's just play around with some of the characters some more. One character I find the most interesting is this guy. Death Dand. This guy seems to be more like the experiment. First off, we've got a red shield. That looks pretty cool. Blacked out armor. The crystal phase blade is off. the item is skewed out of the box too. Just weird. That's cool. These are nuts. These items have some pretty heavy editing on them. You can see like there's a bunch of stuff on here, but they're not the same thing even. They're different. But like each item is doing its own certain job. It has its own certain list of things it's doing here. Look at all the attribute list we get from that one. Is just like charges for skills, damage and resists, damage resists, some skill stuff, Jewelage, charms, doing evil force. I like this one. And of course, dude like teleports practically so fast. This is got to be the fastest character I have ever used in this game. I don't even think I'm running. Here's run. Oh, here's run. Let's open the map. Character is ridiculous. How fast this guy is. Where are we at? We're already here. Bye. This dude is so fast. Just roasted the monkeys. Disappeared. Phantom. Yeah, this is the fastest character I've ever used. He is so fast. He runs so fucking fast. And this one had some interesting attributes here. So we have, he's got hexed boss attacks. So he's got some really weird attribute attacks that you cycle through with the F keys. Look, this one, it doesn't actually hurt him. I'm just shoving him back. That's a killer. We like roasted him. Two. I'm just summoning crap from this guy. F3. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I made the mana move. 4. I'm fucking invisible, bitch. Uh-oh. It doesn't like being invisible. Yep. Well, we're gonna have to task manager that one. Skill number 4 crashes the game. So back to Diablo. Like it never happened. I still don't know why it does that. Why it's kicking me out at low resolutions. Alright, so we're back. We're back in here with old Ice Skates McGee here. We were on what, F4, so F5. Take another one of those. 6. Do that one. Wild. 7. See if that does anything. Nope. Wait. Oh no. F9. 10. I think we're just out. F11. F12. A little bit slack there. Right, get him off me. Go back to the F2. This dude is insanely fast though. So, this is so ridiculous. If you notice, the stamina just is. Show me XP. Oh. Stamina doesn't move. Stays pegged to the top. So the stamina regen is just crazy. So this is a pretty cool character. And look, yeah, this is the guy that does have just a random Saigon just chilling in his slot. That's cool. Now we're going to take a look at, move my microphone a little closer. Now we're going to take a look at the old items. Now that we've looked at the new items, the newer hacked items, we're going to look at some of the old items and see if any of them have rune magic set up on them. I don't think any of them do. As far as I can remember, I don't think any of these things have rune magic set up on any of them. So that's like the new style. So first one I have queued up here is the Corpsemorn Ornate Plate. This is a pretty heavy duty, very good piece. I've got it pulled up over here, and it has only magic attributes. Look, if we go through the list here, it's only got magic. Like, you know, edited other stuff. There's no rune magic at all. None. There's no rune magic in that thing. Actually, I don't even think if you look, see, we've got some jewels docketed in inventory 9.4. Those, they only have regular magic attributes. No rune magic. Check out another piece. The Tumyeto. This is one I actually built. Just a quick one that I'd built a long time ago. And it just has only magic. No rune magic. Check out the Worm Skull. Here. No rune magic. None of them, I don't think. This is Sir Pepsi, by the way. This was my favored character. So he usually has pretty good stuff in his inventory. So let's check another one. Not going to save him. Back to desktop. We're going to look at the files that I have for old game right now. Some of these guys just have stuff in their inventory, but we can arms and things. More. Got this piece of armor. With this Battle Noel sword guard. This is a white. This is one of the white armors. The preferred style from back in the day. So this thing has magic. That's it. It doesn't have any rune magic. None. Zero rune magic. What we were seeing with every single piece of the new style of editing, every single one of them had magic attributes, and then they went ahead and mirrored it in the rune magic as well. We don't have any of that in any of this, as far as I can tell. Magic attributes, no rune magic. The same worm skull, right? Helm, is helmet. Magic. No rune magic. Got some more jewels. Here we look. Socketed and picked up magic. No rune magic. Another one, magic. Other than actual runes. I'm switching between items. I'm not just like sitting in the same item. None. Zero rune magic. Alright, another character. Different items. Samieto, I know he's got some swords and stuff. Got Samieto, yeah, these are pretty standard. It's all the same stuff we've looked at. Have any? Oh, okay, I got a couple. Minotaur Ancient Axe. I haven't even looked at this item very much, but let's check it out. Magic. No rune. No rune magic. Zero rune magic. So that's what it is. That was something they figured out after my time, after I was doing this. They figured out, for some reason, you can use the rune magic. Pretty much stack the same attributes. Just double stacked. So that's super cool. That's super interesting. What do you think, dog? I think after this, we'll get this all compiled together. This will be a pretty big video. But what have we learned here? We've learned that the old style, the old meta, isn't much different than the new style of editing, where you're still editing an item, you're editing jewels, but they're just going a step further. They're adding the same things down to the rune magic. They're editing more slots, and that's more of a standard thing, I guess, adding more slots to items. I do remember seeing stuff like that back in the day, but it was very seldom. You would see an item that had a bunch of slots, a bunch of slots for jewels and stuff in it, and a lot of times they were really buggy. So to see that almost every one of the major component items had like 15 slots or something like that, or you know, more than 4 or 6, some of them. That's interesting. Even like the rings and stuff were slotted with extra jewels in them, with rune magic and standard magic. It's just more stacking, more multiplication, more layers. I'm sure it's slightly more complicated. There's a lot more tuning to be involved, because you can go too far with values or just mess things up and they don't load right. So there is something to be said about stability of the items. But there also seems to be more of an elegance to it. Like with that one character, I think it was this guy, or like, even here it doesn't show everything that this character's items have, but when you're in the game, it doesn't show anything. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. I like looking at these sort of next to each other. Not a single piece of the old style we looked at had any rune magic in it. None. None of them. And that is the standard fare on these. It's pretty cool. I like that. I might even try using this editor. I'm not 100% sure what editor they use or what they're using. Trying this editor, take and edit some of the older items the same way. See if I can add rune magic to the jewels and put those in some of the old items. If I can strip the jewels out of the items that we have, so we'll try that. We'll see if we can make improve some of the old hardware, right? Bring it up to date. Yeah. And maybe next time we'll try to edit some of the old items with the new style of editing. All right. Let's take all of these old characters, put them in the new game. I guess these aren't old characters. Let's take these new edited characters, put them in the new game. We don't need any of this. Yeah, I know, it's only 1080p. I had a I had a 1440p, 120 hertz monitor, and when I got my monitor arms, it broke. So I got two 1080p panels, but one of them is a BenQ, although the BenQ is sideways. Ta-da, we're back in business. Let's play some regular Diablo 2, well, new Diablo 2, Resurrected, and load up those new characters. Now, I already put the characters in the folder. We did that earlier, so we'll see what they look like. Remember, this is just Diablo 2, Resurrected, offline, no multiplayer, no open BattleNet. These characters are not shareable. I will not be sharing them. Do not shut down my Blizzard account. This is like doing a first setup thing. Doing the cinematic? It is. Like doing the first run and everything. What's going on? It must have been a big update. Alright. Offline. There they are. Start out with Immortal. This was the one life character. Right. Here with the one life character. What the items look like. They're still green. Oh, and look, you can see part of the jewel here. Look at that. It says it's socketed 8, and it shows you one of the jewels off on the edge. Not on these ones though. Cool. Look, now we have my offline shit's gone for some reason. Because I populated the offline shared folders. Remember? We did that. It's all gone. The account's still here. All the items are still saved. They're still just... I just put them all together. I have all the items still. Look at them feats. Look at them feet go! Oh yeah, you gotta cast the mic is in the way. Look at her go! I'm gonna cast that the energy shield. It's interesting though that the items show one of the jewels up off the side on some of these items. Tesla. Looks pretty good. Tesla looking pretty spicy. It shows a jewel up off the corner. And a couple of the items left. Just a devastating character. You do actually affect the health level on this character. You can actually take damage and get hit. Here we go. Vitality, energy, 0. These are interesting characters. Alright. Now the one we're waiting for. Old Death Dan here. Death Dan is all red. Death Dan all red. That's bizarre. There's the jewel off the corner again. And a couple of the items. He's so fast. Wow. Actually converting them. Yeah. Fight for me. This is a very interesting character. Dexterity, vitality, energy 1, attack rating minus 59. This charm got fixed in here. It has a normal view. Bygone. Here it's a bow. It's charm. Them feet though. Now he's running. These have been some pretty interesting characters. So fast. Now that we've got these characters, let me know if you guys want to see a playthrough with any of these characters. I don't think we even got in here with this guy. Let's check this guy out. But yeah, if anybody wants to see a playthrough with any of the characters in particular, look at the dude, the golem, the wolf golem. We will definitely do a playthrough of one of these characters if anyone wants to see that. If no one lets me know, I'll probably just pick one out. It might be this guy with this golem. That's pretty cool. Just go around just destroying everything. See what items we find. That's pretty good. Once again, pulls off on the side. He's a very meticulously built character. Don't even have gloves and boots or a belt. Don't even need them. It's not even required. The XP bar just doesn't go anywhere. And I'm pretty sure these Dirks, they have a bunch of stuff on them. And these are this guy. So it's an iron golem made from a dirk with jewels in it with rune magic. all over the place. This has been an interesting look. Once again, thank you for sending me these characters. I'm not gonna give your name out on the video. I'm not sure if you want that or not. Maybe later on I'll add you if you want to be added on this. But yeah, an interesting look at a new way, current way they're editing these items in today's day with today's skills. 20 years of knowledge behind it. How they're now doing the same thing I was doing, just in a slightly different manner, slightly different stacked manner. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Like, share, subscribe. Come back for more Diablo content. Let me know below if you want to see any of these characters on a playthrough. Eruption, Death Dan, Tesla, Immortal, any of my other characters. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. Come back for more. Yeah, they wiped the shared inventories. Alright, bye. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for sticking around. Me and Grandma Cat are usually having a pretty good time playing these games. Subscribe, come back for more. Maybe leave a suggestion down below if you have a different game you want me to play. Something you might think would be cool. What do you think, Grandma? Like, subscribe, share. Do it for Grandma Cat.